Ever wonder what it's like working on the railroad? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Come on. All right, hey, thanks for sticking around, guys. I do appreciate it. My name is Oscar, and this is going to be our vlog on if you wonder what it's like to work on the railroad. All right, so as you can see behind me, I have my this is my 2022 Jayco, and this is our RV park that we're staying in. So typically you get a few guys that will stay in their RVs, come out here, and then you've got other guys that just stay in the hotel room and they check in, check out, just like you normally would. Normally we work an 8-day on, 7-day off schedule. Now, let me back up a little bit. My job deals with maintenance. If we can replace it or fix it or maintain it, that's what we do. So you ever see those railroad crews that come around through your town, and they'll either be replacing rail, or they will be replacing the wooden ties under the rail, or maybe fixing up a crossing, making it smoother. Okay, that's what we do. So we are not the, let's say, the engineers that or the conductors that drive the train. It's not us. We do the maintenance side. In fact, our title is maintenance of way. So anyway, that's what I do. Today, or this project, we are working in the College Station, Texas area, and we'll typically be here about a month, give or take, at each location, and then we kind of move on down the road a little bit. So yeah, we're nearing that 1 month mark here, and I think we'll be moving down the road. So that is what we do here. All right, so we are now in the truck. We're heading to what we call a roll call. And this is an area, it's just a little meetup area where everybody meets up at. We call it a roll call. Sometimes it's at a railroad yard. Sometimes it's at a parking lot somewhere. Like this roll call that we have here on this project, it is a parking lot of a shopping mall. You know, the old Dillard's and Sears, the big, 1980s mall. Okay, well, they pretty much don't exist anymore, and the one we're at is one that just has a couple of stores open, but for the most part, the parking lot is it's empty. So they I don't know if they leased it to us or just rented it to us or just let us use it, but either way, so we are heading there now. We're gonna stop at the store first, though. All right, we've got our cold drink. Let's get on down to roll call. So as I was saying, I know some of y'all are wondering, hey, is the pay good? Is this good? Is that good? You know what, guys? The pay for, I've been here going on 28 years now, and it's very, very competitive pay, if you know what I mean. It's very, very good, and it has provided for my family. Raised 3 kids, house, cars, you know, it provides very, very well. Benefits are probably one of the best in the industry. Again, we've had kids, we've surgeries and hip replacements and all you could think of, and yeah, health insurance is provided, as well as dental and vision, and as you can see, I wear glasses, so everything is pretty well provided, just like, you know, just any other good job in the United States. So what else? Yeah, so let me get back to the schedule. The schedule, like I say, we work an 8 on and 7 off schedule. So we work 8 days and then we're off 7 days. Now, of course, 1 or 2 of those days you got to travel home or travel back to work. So, but still, it provides ample time for family life, Yes, we do miss an occasional birthday or Easter or something along those lines, but for the most part, we're there for a lot of it. Vacation time, sick time, it's all good. Yeah, I have no complaints at all. All right, so once I get to work, what's it like? So we'll get to work, we'll all gather. It's probably, we call them gangs. You know, when you see a crew of guys out there, usually what we call ourselves is a gang, not in the traditional sense. This is a work gang. The word gang goes back, you know, to the early 1900s and the way the railroaders used to work out there and call themselves. So we still do that. It's tradition. Anyways, typically on a tie gang, which is a tie replacement gang, like what I work on, we call ourselves a tie gang. If you replace rail, you're called a rail gang. If you fix the crossings through your town, you're called a crossing gang, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, once I get to work, we're all gonna gather. In my gang, there's probably about, we're actually 2 gangs put together, so we'll be about maybe 70-ish, 60 to 70 people, and we'll all get together, and we have a podium out there. The foreman and the managers, they all get up there. They say their little plans for the day, any safety directives or initiatives that we need to look out for, and what we're doing and how it's all going to play out. So any time to ask questions, that's the time. So then once we get done with that, then we are all going to get on a bus, like a school bus, except ours are painted white. And that bus will take us to where our equipment is. And then we'll talk to the dispatcher. Dispatcher will give us clearance to get out on the main line, and then we'll travel our equipment out to the starting point, and we'll start work. And then we'll typically work, I don't know, 8 to 9 hour days, and then we come back, we get in the clear, jump back on the bus brings us back to our roll call, and we get in our cars and we go back to our hotels or the RVs. And that's pretty much a typical railroad day. All right, so what parts of the state do we work in? Well, it's actually not the state. It's going to be in pretty much the entire Midwest, from, let's say, New Orleans all the way to the California coast. And then going north, probably, St. Louis, a little further to Chicago. We'll go up to Chicago, and then everything going west. So, Utah, New Mexico, California, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, you name it, we work it. So you can expect, just kind of depending what gang you're on, that will pretty much determine what area of the Midwest you're going to work in. I happen to work in a gang that for the most part, we are going to stay in Texas, which is all over Texas, and it's like a whole nother country here. But anyways, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. We're big into Arkansas. Loved it. Love my Arkansas family, and that state is incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much the areas that you could work at. So you got to be ready to travel. If you can't be away from mama, this probably ain't the job for you. But again, it provides very, very well, and I have no complaints. So when you might ask, well, how do I get on a gang that's only in Texas? Okay, well, most of these gangs, because we are a union job. So unions, of course, it's all based on seniority. The more time you have with the company, the better the pick is going to be of your job and what you do, how high you can advance, or the easiest, nicest, cushiest machine you can find is going to be based on seniority. I have 28 years, so I have high seniority. I'm not the highest, but I'm up there. I can pretty much have my choice, pretty much where I want to go, and that's I'm happy for that. But I've earned it, and a lot of guys here they earn it as well. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, especially those of you, my fellow veteran brothers and sisters, this job is probably the closest I have ever come to being back in the military, because these guys, the people I work with, I don't even call them people, these are my brothers, and they keep me safe. They keep me on my toes. So these are some of the best salt of the earth people that I could ever ask to work with, and I'm super blessed to be able to work with people like this. So yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna show you here roll call. Give me a second, let me park, and I will show you what it's all about. All right, guys, so this is our typical roll call. As you can see right there, there's our bus, and we have another one off in the distance over there on the other side of those trailers. So those white little trailers that you see, that's gonna be our like little office, I guess, your little headquarter office. So if we need any paperwork, if we need anything answered, any questions, that's where we go, and we'll find everything we need. We have our little Union Pacific vans that, some guys will travel out with. You have on the far side, those big 18-wheelers, those are your mechanics. That's where they store all of their equipment, and you have the mechanics trucks off in the distance as well. So that is pretty much what we have. As you can see, there's the mall there. I know there's no names on it because, like I say, there's no more malls anymore, but that's where we're at. We're at a big mall parking lot. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I say, this is one of the best jobs I've ever had, short of the military, and I cannot complain one bit. It does involve a lot of traveling, but you have to have, I would say, probably the one thing that is a must here with this job is you have to have a strong partner at home. My wife is probably the most important thing in my life. I know I don't tell her enough, but you have to have a strong, if you're married, you have to have a strong wife. You got to have a family that can take care of things while you're gone and make sure that you're okay. So that is probably the number one most important thing working out here. Strong support system. Other than that, I will say one more thing about my wife is that she retired last year after 30 years of being in the school systems. She's been a teacher, she's been assistant principal, she retired as a principal. So now she comes out here with me on the road, and now she sees what we go through, the life we live. It's not hard, guys. It's not terrible. It's just a lot of little things, that are tough, and sometimes we work. I didn't talk about our hours. Here on this project, we started at, I think, 6 in the morning, and then as we got a little further towards College Station, we changed it to 8 o'clock in the morning, and now we're at 9 o'clock in the morning we start. So we typically work a 10-hour day, so from 9 to 7 we should pretty much be getting back, but sometimes we go in at 2 in the morning, sometimes we go in at midnight, sometimes we go in at 5 in the morning. It just depends on the project. So you got to be ready for that. I've been doing it so long, guys. It's like nothing, it's not a big deal. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other questions I may have missed, hit me in the comments and I will answer them as best as I can. Other than that, you guys have yourself a great week, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. Please click on that, hit that like button right below here on the bottom here, and subscribe if you don't mind. We sure would appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Y'all be good.